Hello everybody, this is TSdL, Season 8, Round of 32. We have RealAliciaSimp versus AlexDK. To take a quick look at the boxes, RealAliciaSimp, of course, has Alicia in their box. It'll be interesting to see what Alicia can do. To talk a little bit about what Alicia does, she has supreme mobility. She within enemies and allies, within a few blocks of them, she gets free mobility, and she has an act again to reset that free mobility. So really, this unit can just move like 10 plus spaces across the map without too much trouble. She can stay pretty far away and hop in. She's sort of a jack of all trades. But her best asset is definitely going to be her mobility for one, and for two, she has really good sustainability. She has both healing built into her skills, plus her act again is a hefty heal as well. She has a unique mechanic revolving around some of her skills only have a certain amount of uses. She's a little bit of an AoE single target combo unit. Yeah. That's the gist of Alicia. Other than that, RealAliciaSimp looks to be running four Assassin Box, Die Hard, Epsilon, Nurash, Werner. And everything else you can say is pretty standard here. T-Jess is here as a teleporter support, here to enable plays for people, the very standard Lucretia. Mostly single target oriented box, and a unit like Himiko is here to cripple your opponent, keep them together, maybe disable the tank, maybe push the tank out of the way. A lot of plays with that. There's not an AoE combo being looked to have had in this box. Himiko is here to enable the assassins, and the general strategy is going to be single target focused. Autocrado is playing a very similar role to Himiko in terms of being an AoE disruptor. As for AlexDK's box, you see Kruger. Usually if you see Kruger, it's more of an AoE box, but there is a lot more limited AoE.
But yeah, it's actually towards AoE assassin.
Yeah, no, it's still good. Kruger is here for the same reasons that Autocrado and Himiko are there in AliciaSimp's box. Just basically there to hurt the units a little bit, put some annoying debuffs on them to help score kills for these assassins. Both players have IBC as a support. AlexDK did notice this is Windy Outpost. Very good Illustrial map. So she can pretty much always reach the entire map, gets whatever kill she wants. Sometimes she can even escape, and with natural warding, you can sit on some tiles, and then it can be hard to kill her, but these days, most stuff is just gonna kill her anyway. So it's not too relevant. Let's see how the ban pick goes. First ban IBC.
Yeah, I quite like the IBC first ban on Alex. So it disabled a lot of his like shorter range.
Yeah, Alex is looking to get rid of any mobility advantage AliciaSimp can get. IBC is a premier unit. She's definitely one of the best units around right now. She provides tons of support and utility, and she's also a great DPS. If you are more familiar with older parts of the game, you can compare her to Deedlit in similar roles, but she's sort of like Deedlit turned up to 11. Hilda first ban for RealAliciaSimp makes sense. You have new Rash. RealAliciaSimp's playing a single target focused box, so you take out
Alicia too.
Yeah, and so you take out the tank, and now AlexDK is likely going to pick up Christie here, I would guess. As for what RealAliciaSimp picks up, it could be anything. Lots of units are good here. I think Alicia's Glory?
Well, that guy is actually very Alicia simp. Like he's hardcore on Alicia.
Oh, so you're expecting a first pick Alicia?
Yeah, he's gonna pick revolving Alicia.
Alright, let's see. She has Meteor, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, she's Meteor as well. So I think she's got a pretty decent factions. Maybe not Protect and Time.
And Myth. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, she's for Tag Time Myth, so yeah, I don't know, okay. Looks like we're not going for the Alicia Center yet, but that's just fine. Epsilon's... He seems like a fine pick here, right?
Well, I don't agree with AlexDK first pick. Because he's still got a lot of assassin left.
I do think that AlexDK is worried about losing his tanks. He doesn't have Sissy in the box. There's Autocrado for off-tanking, I guess, but then there's...
Yeah, he's got a lot of tanks still, so I don't think he's actually need to pick Chrissy first.
Yeah, you could, like, instead of banning Diehard Werner here, you could just ban T-Jess Lucretia, and then Autocrado becomes a viable tank against the rest of this box. And then you don't necessarily need to pick that.
Yeah, I would pick like either Lusty or IBC first even.
Yeah, play the trade game, and if you pick Lusty first, then you got the range advantage, and you got whatever pick you want. IBC, then the rest of your units, it really improves Kira, can really improve Sherry.
It really improves a lot of his even who is it, Lusty?
Yeah. Just for the attack buff. So we have a new Rash pick. New Rash does do just fine against Christie. AlexDK banning out Sissy and Rosin Seal, targeting the healers pretty hard. Now, RealAliciaSimp does not have a dedicated healer at this point, but that leaves a lot of really scary single target trade options.
Yeah, he's got the range, and I suspect he's gonna pick.
You suspect he's gonna pick?
Sir, my kid keep shouting.
You're good.
You see? No, he needs the enabler, so he needs to pick the either Florencia or the other guy.
IBC?
IBC?
Yeah.
IBC.
Some sort of way to get a mobility buff, but then at that point you just lose Kruger and Illustrial, right?
Yeah, the problem with his first two pick is, to be honest, is quite weak. I would pick his like main carry first.
Yeah, just already RealAliciaSimp is set up to have a lot of good individual single target traders that can just go in one by one. RealAliciaSimp's gonna have the range advantage here. I mean, there's a little bit of harassment that could be done with Autocrado, but the thing is, this sort of team that AliciaSimp's picking, he's not gonna group up and let you Autocrado 3C him. It's just not gonna happen if he's playing right. And at this point, you can pick the enabler, but you just lose the good DPS that come with it. And like, what, you pick IBC and then you have Autocrado, you lose Lusty Kruger, and there's no kill potential on this team anymore, right?
Well, another option is just to go unkillable.
Stall,
like,
yeah.
Pick Rosin.
Yeah, Rosin shuts down Ham. Pretty nice against Elwyn too, if this Christie isn't Blood Pact, which most are not. Good against Himiko. Good against Auto. Yeah, Rosin looks real good here.
Yeah,
if you
Rosin
want
is actually pretty good, but just need to kill the he needs to ban like his playmaker, but he's already got the Waterman.
New Rash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think based off the analysis, at this point AlexDK basically cannot go for a strategy where he tries to kill his opponent. It just isn't going to work out. He's going to get picked apart one by one. He sort of has to go stall here, right?
Yeah. Well, another way is just to go pick Rosen and then hope he doesn't ban the another. Why? What?
Okay, so we see AlexDK. He bans Hilda and Autocrata. Healers have been targeted by RealAliciaSimp as well, banning out the Rosin and the Liana. But Oldius as a pick, I mean, it does not. It blocks Pepsi Terrain Master potentially, but Pepsi does still have really good mobility. There's a good chance he's going to reach. I mean, Pepsi doesn't have a great target yet. By the end of this ban pick, he will at least have one target. New Rash. It does look like AlexDK is still trying to go for the unkillable route by picking up Oldius with a unit that can help stall a little bit, provide some off healing, push units away, has a revive. But I mean,
the thing is, he loses a lot of the same. Like that third pick should be a healer pick.
Yeah, just. The thing is, Oldius is just not enough to stop this team from coming in.
Yeah.
And
he can stop Elwin.
Yeah, you can stop Elwin. Alicia actually is Terrain Master too, isn't she?
Oh, is it? Is she?
I'm pretty sure she is. It stops Ham. So yeah, it looks like.
And you use Werewolf, so it doesn't matter.
You sound a bit muffled there, Airy.
Well, Ham can use Werewolf. Is it better now?
Yeah, it's a little bit better. Ham can use werewolves, yeah, but then your werewolves into Oldius. It's probably, and plus it's werewolves on this map, which is a little bit awkward, but I don't know. We'll see. Picks up the Alicia. It's pretty surprising that Lusty has managed to go this late on this map without being banned, but I guess RealAliciaSimp just thinks it's okay. Gonna have 4 or 5 good single target units. Losing 1 isn't a big deal. You just kill the Lusty afterwards. Kruger coming into the team, I can see, and dropping an AoE on this healerless comp. That does sound pretty devastating.
If you pick Lusty here with his team is basically no one wants to die, just want to survive.
You are still very much muffled. It sounds like you're talking through a can or something.
How about now? Hello?
You're good. Yeah, you're good now.
I have to talk close to my iPad.
And now I can't hear you again. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? I can hear you there.
Okay, yeah.
And, this is the best we got. Okay, yeah, so...
If you pick Lusty, like, who would you actually trade against? Like, the left team's almost unkillable. Maybe he can kill Alicia?
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna kill New Rash, you're not gonna kill you're not gonna kill Lucretia. If RealAliciaSimp picks Elwin, then you're not gonna kill that. He can kill Epsilon, right? Because Lusty could potentially remove the shield and something.
Yeah, but he can just hide.
Yeah.
Or just stay back.
Well, that's the thing. By turn 2, you can't hide from Lusty. But yeah, we'll see. Picks up Elwin, and it has to be Lusty, right? No way. Let's look at the skills. Okay, let's take a look. This is one of Alicia's skills. 5 buff Dispel. Pretty annoying, and she also heals 100% of HP before battle. So this is the kind of unit where even if you chip her, it just doesn't matter. She just goes back up to 100% HP, 30% defense debuff, and then she does an AoE after that to annoy you even more. But she has her active...
Alicia is quite bulky. I think it's an OB, Alicia.
Yeah, looks like it with that green skill. I cannot imagine it would be Bracer at that attack. This is Overload's match for sure.
Yeah, all health as well.
Yeah, and so she has this act again, restores 50% HP. She can actually only use it 3 times, but that doesn't matter too much. And she brings Grenade Blast. She has Displacement. Enemies will be knocked in random directions when they get hit by this, which can knock people away from the tank. Yeah, pretty much it. Epsilon brought Stealth. There is Autocrato and Oldius potentially disable that. You might want to do it. Brought a second attack skill. Lucretia's the attack buffer here, and she brings Sanction. Pretty much just a chip, maybe annoy Lusty. Florentia does kind of want to stay back a little bit. Lusty does want to push forward a little bit. If you get a Heaven Sanction on Lusty, she's knocked down for a turn, can't do much. Worth mentioning, there is no attack buff for this Celestial. Florentia did not opt to bring Mass Attack. And Oldius brings Action buff.
Yeah, I don't know why. Faction buff? Like, he only buffs himself.
Yeah, lighter. I can also see it because, I mean, you bring lighter ray, right? Just to.
I probably would no. I'll probably bring Dispel.
Yeah, I think spell just to hit somebody hard. Lighter ray could be good too, just to block Pepsi and Elwyn for a little bit. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. Well.
But I don't think faction buff is it. Autocrata brings Sword Dance. He pretty much just wants to get into this team and land it, but it is actually pretty hard for Autocrata to reach with Sword Dance. It does take quite a while, and again, just with the sort of composition RealAliciaSimp has, it is so very easy to just spread out.
Yeah, it's not gonna be easy for Auto to actually reach.
Yeah. And it's not going to be easy for him to land any sort of 3C either, as long as AliciaSimp's playing, right?
So basically, what's the role of Lusty here? What is she trying to zone?
Her best target's Alicia, right?
Well, I think it's only Alicia, yes, and maybe like off cooldown Pepsi.
Yeah, you could go for Pepsi. You could risk it. She does remove 2 buffs. Let's see, what is that? It is a tier Pepsi, so it's a bit less than it would usually be.
It should kill Pepsi as long as the defense buff is removed, I think.
Yeah, that.
Even without the buff.
Oh, but you can't target him right now because he's hiding.
Yeah.
So you gotta wait for that to go down, and then what I was thinking is once the shield's up, then you consider Lusty 3C removing 2 buffs, and then it's even supposing Pepsi doesn't have tier, then it's going to be a 40% chance that you remove the shield. No, it'll actually be less because you'll have this other buffs too. So yeah, it's just not. It's a pretty last effort play. You don't have any other choice if you're trying to kill a shielded Pepsi with Celestial. So yeah, just Alicia, and the problem with Alicia is that she could, like, be here, and then she could reach here without that much trouble.
Yeah, that's right. But Alicia without IBC is manageable. I think his range only 11 at the moment.
Yeah, because, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, she can't reach enemy units, so it's not good, but if she can reach with both her... It's usually around 11, yes. It could be...
Yeah, well, with IBC it's 13.
Yeah.
So it's pretty massive.
I mean, you do get the new Rash life. Lusty cannot retreat because she consumed most of her tiles. Lusty dies for this next turn. And you get 1 new Rash life. Well, that's the thing. Okay, so yeah, there's no way to heal new Rash, right? So new Rash is effectively disabled. So you have to kill Lusty, right?
Yeah. Nura should be able to kill Asti actually.
Does he heal up first?
Yeah, he if he uses 3C, he heals up a little bit. The middle one is actually tough, right? So it's not so he can actually pull Lusty to the path and then kills her.
Yeah, and you don't want to really burn anybody else's cooldowns at this point, and then it just becomes a 1-for-1 trade that pretty much gets neutralized. We'll see if that's what he goes for. And that is exactly what he goes for.
Yeah, see, he heals up.
Yeah, okay.
Heals up a little bit, and it is should kill.
And now there's... Yeah, that's just too much of a heal. Oldius could have... Yeah, just... So...
Yeah, because to be honest, I'm not too sure what Lusty can do. Like, New Rash can actually pretty much zone her all day too. Like,
yeah, I guess that's why Lusty didn't get banned till... Or yeah, that's just why Lusty didn't get banned, no matter what. She couldn't really hit anything. Wild. We see Lusty's best map where she just can't do anything.
yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure it's just the BP issues. Like she should have banned at least a lot of the multi health one.
Yeah. It's just RealAliciaSimp managed to get a team where either you can't reach them or you just can't kill them without dying. So now it's not even a 1-for-1, it's just straight up RealAliciaSimp in a real favorable position here. There's no way to punish this new Rash. I mean, what, you move up and punch with Oldius and then that won't even kill. You'll have to act again with Florentia just to even try to kill it. And this, I think, you can't afford to do. You have to. You can't just go down 5-4 without anything getting accomplished.
Yeah, I don't know what that would achieve. He can just run back and heal up. Like, yeah, if I was Alicia, yeah, he can just heal up.
Yeah, just at this point, there's no reason for Alicia to engage. He'll just run away until he's fully healed up and then go back in later. And this is a good example of why range advantage is so powerful. You just get your 1 kill, and then if they can't, you have to respond to the kill. You just have to. You have to get something back out of it, no matter what it costs you, or else you just lose. And just barely misses that kill.
Well, if he has this spell, he would have killed.
Wait, but he can't attack her with the spell.
He can.
It's too range.
He can move. Oh, he can move back, I guess. Oh, he can from the path.
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, sorry. I thought he was one tile back. Yeah, so yeah, Dispel was the choice here. Would have scored that kill. I mean, it was so close. I feel like from what I know of Alex, I also know that he doesn't have max troop training, so that's kind of one of the situations where that bites you in the ass. You dispel and then your Ultius dies because no terrain. Yeah, but I mean, what else are you gonna do? I mean, you gotta at least Ultius still has a revive at that point, right? And you gotta kill.
Yeah. Oh, it almost killed.
Get a better draft, damn.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Alex can come back from here. Because I don't think Auto can solo Pepsi. Pepsi is already too strong now. Like the win con is already.
Yeah, and I mean,
there's no one that can kill Pepsi now.
I mean, Alex is down 2 units. RealAliciaSimp's lost nothing. There's no way to kill anything at this point. This is pretty, yeah, concede.
Okay.
Some big box swaps.
That's good. Yeah.
I like to see that. Okay, so let's run it down real quick. RealAliciaSimp had Elwyn, T-Jess, Hilda, Rosin, Nurash, and Werner in this box. And now we have swapped for Crimzo, Suzette, Lavina,
He's
Varna.
going AoE. Both actually going AoE. Heavy AoE.
Yeah, Varna, Kruger, and interestingly enough, a red Ares, which you can almost certainly infer that this is Balance Blade. Not the greatest map for red Ares, but I respect the gusto. But yeah, just a huge swap into a totally AoE focused box versus the more assassin-y box that RealAliciaSimp had previously.
On the other hand, Alex also actually went towards much more aggressive, which is good.
Yeah, a lot more long legs, bringing in a lot of mobility. See Michelle too, which I guess she's there for endgame stuff and just to be harassed, hard to kill. I'm trying to think of what the players were thinking when they both made these box swaps. I'm thinking about RealAliciaSimp's previous box that was super single target oriented. So it seems like AlexDK, in an attempt to counter that, brings out a lot more long legs, trying to outrange the single target box, and then have some bulky endgame units that can clean up and burn in Caroline or Michelle. And then RealAliciaSimp would be thinking that's how you'd approach countering that big mobility single target box. So instead, he just goes for the big AoE swap where you just send in.
He expect he's gonna still turtle up because AoE is very strong, like especially aggressive AoE.
Yeah, fair enough.
I suspect both gonna first ban Rosen.
Yeah,
there's no Rosen though on the right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there is no Rosen on the right, but yeah.
I'm not too sure about first banning Pepsi when you're AoE.
Yeah.
I would actually first ban their enabler. There's a lot of not so fast AoEer.
Oh, you're thinking ban IBC or maybe Varna?
Well, definitely IBC to be IBC.
Yeah, you ban Varna later. Like that's more like around 4th. You ban out IBC, and then that significantly cuts the mobility that RealAliciaSimp has. And at this point, AlexDK kind of has to draft healers, right? Or does he have to go for the range advantage in units like Helena?
He can go 2 ways. Like he can go very aggressive as well, like first pick Luna,
Or Helena, something like that.
Or even first pick IBC.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs to first pick Helena.
Yeah, I was just throwing out long-range people that he could pick to try and counter, because obviously RealAliciaSimp's going to be running tankless.
Yeah, okay, let's see how what their decision is. First pick Ham, that's pretty good.
I like it.
Because there's no Rosen, so Ham is pretty strong pick.
First pick IBC, like you mentioned.
It's definitely he's gonna pick IBC. So second ban. Sorry, I missed it. So he banned. So he just cut his long leg, which is okay, I guess.
It's interesting that RealAliciaSimp bans Autocrado and Burn here. I guess RealAliciaSimp's just targeting the bulky people that are difficult to kill with AoE, right?
Yeah.
And then AlexDK, on the other hand, is just thinking about, I'm going to end up tankless in this match sooner or later, so I'm trying to ban out the long legs as much as possible that can get nice favorable trades. Go straight for the Moby booster.
Auto. I guess auto is quite okay actually. Because he get IBC as well, so his range is gonna be really far.
Yeah. If he can come in for a sword dance, that'd be pretty nice. Really, Auto just needs to land his talent, and then from there, he's gonna be a real menace to the enemy team. Luna, though. Did you like Luna?
I prefer IBC over Luna.
Yeah, I feel like IBC would do everything Luna does better.
Yeah. Well, I think if he doesn't first pick Luna, then I don't think it's she should be picked.
Yeah. I mean, if you have Luna in your box in this sort of capacity, you first pick her, and then you're rushing in your units straight up, just one by one, feed them in, catch the enemy before they're prepared, and maybe that is part of why RealAliciaSimp has also picked up Autocrado here. Once a guard to protect against some of these physical threats.
Yeah, and IBC would have like counter auto pick as well.
Yeah. IBC and Lucretia are still up, so those look like pretty good picks for Alex here. They get around Autocrado tanking. Interesting that Kruger and Alicia were banned. What do you think about that?
It's quite okay for Kruger to be banned, like with the
Yeah, Kruger's range.
Michelle can hit and run, so Michelle is actually pretty good with Luna.
Okay, so you think but do you think they're more threatening than Lucretia and IBC to this composition?
No, definitely not. I would actually still ban IBC and Lucre.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm not liking this Alex pick. He really needs to reach Alicia first.
Yeah, there's no tank, and Alicia's gonna have that IBC Moby buff, so her range is basically gonna be the entire freaking map. Ares is outranged by her. It's just as simple as that. Like
Ares. The thing is, if Luna goes first, and then IBC goes next, Ares can actually reach their team first.
Yeah, yeah. But then Ares has to bring like Heaven's Guard, right, and then go down the center. So what if IBC blocks the center? I mean, yeah, it
It's
doesn't
quite
matter.
far. It's quite far. I'm pretty sure it's like 11 range, so 12 range.
Yeah, yeah. But if like Alicia sent back rows, then you're not gonna reach on turn one.
Yeah, you're not gonna reach the very back row.
So yeah, well, that'll come down to the positioning, and furthermore, Ares does actually need to bring a grounded troop to take advantage of Luna's additional mobility.
Yeah. So I think Alicia gonna pick CC here.
Yeah, I think Sissy makes a lot of sense. It's another additional guard, which can be really useful for pushing up. It's a healer. It's an act again. Your player too.
Yeah, it's just the extra heal a little bit would have helped a bit if the Iris coming first.
And what does Alex even pick here? I mean, you pick like Lucretia, right? You have to.
Either Lucre or Helena, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, Helena's gonna be running into auto guard, and there's not much AOE at this point. Like there's Ares. I don't think Ham can really afford to bring AOE here. I don't think it would accomplish too much.
No, I think Alex definitely going for AoE, especially with Luna.
You think?
Yeah. And the thing is, the other healers are not a great dispeller.
Yeah, that's fair, because if you can get that anti-guard mobility or anti-guard debuff up, then anybody can start making stuff happen after that.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure if Helena is actually not a bad pick. If he can combo those three, it's actually pretty devastating for Alicia. The AoE.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just thinking as how is Alicia gonna spread out at this point? I mean, Alicia herself can just stay all the way back and be pretty much fine. IBC should be pretty dead. She sort of has to push up to begin with. The rest of the units in the box, Varna, Kruger, and Himiko can all sort of spread out pretty easily. She is not going to get picked unless it's 5th, right?
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, you don't know?
So that range is actually pretty far. So I think Alicia is gonna play like the very hit and run game.
Oh, alright.
With auto. Cherry.
There is stun play, and does not pick up the Sissy, instead just going all in for the AoE combo here.
Oh, still can. Oh, yeah.
Because yeah, at this point you still have 3 AoE units. You're guaranteed to get 1, so you're gonna have 4 units, all boosted by IBC's mobility buff that can all land AoEs. Alex does have a team that can spread out fairly well still, but
and he still get IBC, so I think that Cherry is gonna have a very long range.
Yeah.
7 plus 2, 9, 11 range.
Yeah, if Sherry can reach, then she'll get a double kill here. Maybe? No, she'll at best she's likely going to be able to stun Autocrato. But that
No, I mean it's easier to connect Cherry with the combo. Like, you can even go Shadow Ray and then AoE, like just to actually combo with the AoE.
True. And at this point, you ban Sissy? You have to, because if there's 2 tanks, then Sherry stun play.
Sherry's gonna be not gonna be as effective.
Yeah, I think
even with just auto Kratos.
So maybe you just don't worry about Sissy.
I'd still probably ban Sissy, and
that way
either Suzette or the other guy, actually, either Suzette or Varna.
Yeah. Not Kruger?
The thing is, Kruger is actually pretty good as well, because he's got IBC. Yeah, Kruger also good ban. But the thing is, there's not much for Kruger to actually dispel. So, because I expect Alex should be the one initiating on this game.
Yeah.
And Alicia still can actually play the tele game with Suzette.
B-Guy brings up a great point. The one time Suzette ban seems good because there's 3 flyers.
That's the thing. There's 3 players, and yeah, like Suzette and Alicia. Like if Alicia can actually reach them first, which possible. Like if Alex doesn't actually initiate first turn, Alicia might actually take the advantage. Like nuke them first.
So we see Sissy Varna ban? I think it makes sense. I think there's reasons to ban all these units, and we're gonna see.
Yeah, there's reason to ban any of them. Oh, interesting. No Suzette. I was hoping for Suzette pick.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that. Like this does feel like the perfect moment where you could potentially justify Suzette's existence, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Kruger's good. Kruger's good.
Kruger is still good pick. Like any heroes that Alicia left with actually pretty good for Alicia.
And we do have IBC. So we can combine IBC, Moby buff, plus Luna. But I mean we have flyers, so what, are we gonna run Barbarian Warrior Ham and it's or maybe Infantry Ares? I don't know, man.
No, to be honest, Alex has to get in fast and hit hard. That's his only chance, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, did bring Heaven's Guard on Ares. Definitely looking to engage as soon as possible.
Okay, so is aiming for Kruger and Alicia on P2. Get the buff. See, he's AoE.
Yep. Yeah, Wind Whisper on Sherry too, like you mentioned.
Okay, interesting. So he bring the rate and AoE, right?
Yep. Oh no,
Okay,
he did. He brought 3C.
Oh, okay.
I do see what you're saying, where you want the raid so you can get into the proper position.
Yeah, get into the proper range and then just AoE, because the 3C probably gonna stun auto only, and and your team supposedly
AoE.
AoE, yeah.
And it's not like IBC cares if auto stunned or not.
Yes.
And Midnight Feast on Kruger, no 3C.
Well,
what's the damage buff?
He's expecting a first turn aggressions, because that Midnight Feast actually help heals.
Yeah, and it's the damage buff. Tank auto, pretty much as expected. Surprised you put Ham on the second line rather than Luna? Yeah, that is actually a small mistake. You do want all your DPS to be up front as much as possible so they can maximize the benefit from Luna. And yeah, just every this time she actually didn't bring the grenade AoE this time. She just brought a single target. She's just looking to kill just something.
So basically, I think he might be using the defensive mode then. Alicia?
What defensive mode? I'm confused.
IBC defensive mode.
Oh yeah. You think?
Because I think he's definitely gonna expect aggression, like AlexDK to hit first. Like Alex needs to. Is there a chance that Cherry can actually reach them first turn? So +1, +2.
Nope. Just yeah, she can at best get 4.
She definitely can with Ares.
Yeah. Ares pulls them in and then she can reach. So yeah, what this is gonna be is Luna's gonna move first. This is actually kind of awkward for the IBC positioning too. Like you would want Ham to be here or even Ares or whatever, just so you can put the attack buff. Like Luna doesn't care that much about IBC's attack buff, right? So
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, and as B-Guy mentions, RealAliciaSimp's quite clear here, going for the speed boost on Kruger and Alicia. And Himiko brought Sealing Technique, worth mentioning. Just disable the team as best you can. Himiko's just here to drop a 3C and then shut somebody up. And we're gonna see.
The position is kind of awkward now, isn't it?
For Alex, or?
Yeah, for Alex, because how is he gonna buff Cherry?
What do you mean?
Like now, IBC cannot give speed buff to Cherry.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
No, so he is gonna lose one range.
Yeah, Ham or Ares just really needed to be here. Like, it's really important with IBC that you set that up properly. And yeah, like, as you see, RealAliciaSimp's just already ready to go. AlexDK. I mean, he can hit Kruger? That's it, right?
Yeah, Kruger. And then pull everyone in.
Yeah.
If Kruger survive, I think Kruger is gonna go in and try to AoE them. That's if he actually can reach.
Yeah, I don't think he can. Well, I guess it depends on where he gets teleported to, because if he gets teleported behind...
No, he's gonna stay there. He should stay there.
Yeah, you're right. They always stay in the same position if Ares is directly next to them. So he'll stay here, and then he does have the +3, but he'll only be able to reach here, which just doesn't reach anything. Ham goes in first.
Interesting. Why Ham first?
It is Spirit Boost, but...
Yeah, but he only gonna hit 2? Okay. That's not even blocking. Wow, okay.
And this could be a bit devastating. Got the mobility down on Ares. Now Ares can't really reach much. I mean, IBC hasn't used her buff yet, so that couldn't have gotten rid of. Gotten, whatever. Yeah, this looks pretty bad. Assuming you go in with Ares first, like we were talking about, then Kruger will stay right here. He won't be able to reach anything. Everybody else will be pulled in for the follow-up on AlexDK. But Ham going in first just does not accomplish much, really.
And he doesn't even block. So I don't know what he's trying to do.
Yeah, Ham could have also blocked Kruger from reaching there. Even doing this, like, just sit right there. Once the forest, I guess. Yeah, he should get this kill pretty easily.
Yeah, but he's gonna dispel a lot of... Wow. This is just not good. Like, he's supposed to be the one aggressive first.
Yeah.
That's why I said, like, Alex really needs to be on the first aggressions.
Yeah, at this point, AlexDK is just gonna get picked apart. Wow. Yeah, that's just that's Sherry for you.
I think Alex could have won it. I think, like, if he actually does it the right sequence.
Yeah, just go in with Ares first, and then you get all the team in range for your
pull
follow-up.
everyone in, and then you can get more reach with the other AoE. Like, I would actually, if Cherry gonna bring AoE, I would raid. So just to gain more range.
Yeah, just raid so you can put yourself in the best position for Wind Whisper, because it is just a one ring. It's kind of hard to hit everybody you'd like to with it, and with With just 3C and no 2-range skill, it can be pretty hard for Sherry to get her act again sometimes.
I think he was scared that Kruger or Himiko can reach him, but Himiko doesn't get IBC buff. And it's only that you just need to block Kruger.
Yeah, Himiko, for one, doesn't have IBC buff, and for two, she didn't have time to set up her hot. So she would not have been able to reach, even if Ares pulled her closer, I would think. Kruger, as we went over to begin with, Kruger could have very easily been blocked out because Kruger brought Crystal Warlocks. So on this map, if you just block out the center, it's really easy to block out units that are not flying. So yeah, I think if AlexDK changed a couple things there, then he had a chance that game, but just some wrong orders and slight wrong skill decisions. Can you think of anything else?
No, nothing.
Okay, so yeah, better luck next time to AlexDK, and congratulations to RealAliciaSimp for advancing to the round of 16.